All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Um, Depending on where you're watching me from, so good afternoon. We're live, and it's a beautiful Thursday afternoon, even though the weather is not beautiful. Depending on where you're watching me from. But yeah, we are here. I'm super excited that this live session is finally holding today because we're going to be discussing something that is very, very important. So I'll need you to share the link for this live session, share it to your friends, share it to your family, every female person or every female you know should be on this live session today. Every single female you know should be on this live session today. So please share the link and then invite someone. Please share the link and invite someone. So today we're going to be discussing something that is really very important, and I think that everyone everyone you know needs to hear this. Everyone you know needs to hear this. So, yeah. Today we're going to be discussing how your mind can sabotage your desire for growth. How your mind can sabotage your desire for growth. A lot of times we really want to grow, yeah. We really desire growth. We want to grow, and I believe you can see me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, let me see your comments in the comment section. If you can see me, if you can hear me, let me see your comments in the comment section. If you can see me, if you can hear me, let me see your comments in the comment section. If you can see me, if you can hear me, let me see your comments in the comment section. I don't think this is reading, so please let me check. Let me check if this is on.
It in the timeline to minute.
Sorry, let me check if this is on because I don't think. Okay, yeah, I think we're on. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, let me see your comments in the comment section. If you can hear me, if you can see me, let me see your comments in the comment section. So today we're going to be discussing about something that is very important, and I would like you to share this link to your friends, your female acquaintances, and everyone that you know that needs to join us live here today. So you're going to share this link with them and get them on board. So we're going to be discussing how your mind can sabotage your desire for growth. How your mind can sabotage your desire for growth. Oftentimes we desire growth. A lot of women desire growth. A lot of women want to be influential. A lot of women want greatness. A lot of women are excited about the thought of becoming who they are supposed to be or becoming a better version of themselves. A lot of women are excited with the thought of becoming a better version of themselves and growing into the woman they want to become. But oftentimes they don't know that it's your own mind that can sabotage that your desire for growth. Your own mind has the ability to sabotage that your desire for growth. So no matter how you're desiring growth and how you're excited and you really want to grow, you really want to become a better version of yourself and all that, your mind can sabotage it. Your mind can sabotage your desire to now begin to grow into the woman you want to become. So you must really understand it. Now, it's not your conscious mind. We're not talking about your conscious mind. The part of your mind that sabotages whatever it is that you want to become is not your conscious mind. Now we are talking about your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind. So it might interest you to know that your subconscious mind is an invisible operating system that runs about 90 to 95% of your daily activities. 90 to 95% of your daily activities is being run by your subconscious mind. 90 to 95% of your daily activities, your thoughts, your reactions, the way you react to things, the way you think, the way you talk, the things you do, is directly and quietly coordinated by your subconscious mind. So we're not talking about your subconscious mind. We're not talking about your conscious mind. We're talking about your subconscious mind. You know, in your conscious mind, you have the desire to grow. You really want to become a better version of yourself. But your subconscious mind is thinking otherwise. Your subconscious mind is not thinking in the same line with your conscious mind. And the dangerous part is that this your subconscious mind is what actually runs your day-to-day activities. 95 to 90%, 90 to 95% of your daily activities is being run by your subconscious mind. And most times, this your subconscious mind functions as a result of past programmings, past experiences, past beliefs. So if the internal programming is negative, if the internal programming, the programming your subconscious mind has is all negative, is fear-based, it's just about limitations, 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 it means that it will sabotage your desire for growth. Because as you're telling yourself that I want to grow, your subconscious mind is saying, how is it possible? Growth is not for people like you. Do you think it's something you can do? Why do you think that you can grow? And all sorts. So you must understand the way this works. So your conscious mind is saying, I want to become a better version of myself. I want to grow into an influential woman. I want to grow into greatness. I want to now begin to grow intentionally. But your subconscious mind is now saying that it's not for you based on past experience, maybe what you've been told before, based on your background, where you're coming from and where you grew up from. You've always heard, you're not for greatness, this cannot be for you, this is not for people like you, growth is not for people like you, you cannot be ambitious, and all those kind of thoughts. So those things that's already programmed your subconscious mind to think in a certain kind of way. So those kind of thoughts have programmed your subconscious mind to begin to think in a certain kind of way. So if you're thinking of now growing, now becoming more intentional with your growth and personal development, you're contradicting the programming of your subconscious mind, so it won't work. So what your subconscious mind will keep playing for you is that this is not possible. It's not for people like you. Why do you want to venture in this? That's what your subconscious mind is going to be playing for you. So you must understand the way it works. And now this can play out in several ways. What are the several ways that your subconscious mind can sabotage your growth? By the first one is that it's holding on to beliefs, especially limiting beliefs. So when your subconscious mind holds on to beliefs like, I'm not good enough, you're not good enough, I'm too old to start, this is not for people like me. And those things are the programmings your subconscious mind already has. So even when you're saying to yourself in your conscious mind that you want to grow, these hidden beliefs begin to now block your actions, causing you to now sabotage your thoughts of growth. So this is how it works. So when your subconscious mind is now playing out things for you like this is not for people like you need to wait a little. What do you even know? What do you even know that you want to talk about? What do you even know that you want to share with people? Do you even have the knowledge of this thing you're doing? Do you even and one of those things are playing in your subconscious mind. No matter how you now want to grow, or maybe begin to want to start the new thing you want to start, and begin to now grow into the better version of yourself. Because these things are already in your subconscious mind and it has already been programmed. It's going to block your ability to grow. It's going to block your actions. Because every single step you take for growth is going to block it. It's not possible to not sabotage. Like you now begin to procrastinate, overthink it, fear of talking, fear of taking the next step. So you now begin to overthink it. Are you sure I'm good enough? Do you think I'm good enough? Are you sure this is for people like me? Are you sure this is something I can do? So all those things are now going to, all those thoughts will now begin to sabotage your passion, your thought for growth. So that's how it works. So the next thing is that another way this thing play out is that it makes you stay within the familiar. So anything that takes you away from the familiar, your subconscious mind fights it. So, and you know, growth cannot happen in your comfort zone. For you to grow, you need to step away from the unknown or step away from the known into the unknown. So, anything that is going to make you step away from the known into the unknown, your subconscious mind is going to fight it. So, that's why each time you tell yourself, I'm going to take a step, I'm going to, once you now start taking steps and you get to a certain stage, it's as though something within you is trying to fight you. Something within you is trying to tell you this is not what we used to know. This is not the Maki we used to know. This is not the person we are used to. And you're not telling yourself, yes, it's true. This is not who I'm supposed to be. It's not your conscious mind that's fighting. It's your subconscious mind. Because somewhere in your subconscious mind, it has already registered that this is not you because you're trying to step out of the familiar into the unfamiliar. So that's one of the ways it plays out. That's one of the ways your subconscious mind or your mind can sabotage your desire for growth. Because every single time you want to step away from something that is familiar and try to now step into something that is not familiar, maybe you're trying to move out of your comfort zone into something that is uncomfortable or entirely different, your subconscious mind is going to fight it. Why? Because it's not used to it. That's why it's going to fight it. So your subconscious mind will always prefer to stay within something that is familiar. Your subconscious mind will always prefer to stay within the familiar. It always prefer to stay within the environment it knows. So even if that familiar is unhealthy, even if that familiar is limiting, your subconscious mind will prefer to stay there than to step into something else, or maybe an environment, or maybe step out of their comfort zone. That's how it works. So, and you know, growth requires stepping into the unfamiliar. You cannot grow in your comfort zone. Don't joke with it. So, if you're still trying to stay within your familiar terrain, within the familiar, within the things that you know, growth is not for you. So if you're going to be someone that is going to grow into a better version of yourself, if you're going to be someone that is going to grow into a better version of yourself, yes, then you must step out of the familiar into the unfamiliar because you're trying to step into a new different terrain. You're trying to step into a new different environment. So your subconscious mind is going to fight it. Your subconscious mind is going to. That's the most times when you see yourself take steps, And maybe you now say, okay, today I'm going to read. You read today, you read tomorrow, you read next tomorrow. And then next week, you can't find yourself reading again. It's as though something within you is trying to stop you. It's your subconscious mind because it's not getting a signal that, this person is trying to step away from the familiar. Let's put this person back into where, or let this person stay within where we are conversant with. That's the way it works. So this can lead to self-doubt. All those time you're doubting yourself. Are you sure this is something I'm supposed to do? Are you sure this is for people like me? Are you sure this is who I'm supposed to be? It can even lead to you talking yourself out of opportunities. You see opportunities, and for you, instead of you to grab them, you're talking yourself out of it because you're asking yourself, are you sure? Are you sure this is who I'm supposed to be? Are you sure I'm supposed to walk in this place? Are you sure I'm supposed to take these steps? You're going to sabotage your growth. That's the simple truth. You're going to sabotage your growth because anything that makes your subconscious mind gets the signal that you're trying to step out of the familiar to the unfamiliar, is going to fight it. So let it just settle with it. So all those times you're doubting yourself, it's not necessarily because you're doing what you're not supposed to do. It's because your subconscious mind is getting the signal that you're stepping out of the familiar, and we need to do something to put this person in check because she's stepping out of the familiar, she's stepping out of where we are used to, and she's trying to step into something we are not used to. So all those self-doubts, all those trying to now ask yourself questions like, are you sure this is really for me? Is not because it's not for you, it's because your subconscious mind is getting a signal that you're trying to step out of what they know or out of what they used to know to something else. So they to try to build a wall and try to stop you. So that's one of the ways your mind can stop you from can sabotage your desire for growth. So the third thing is holding on to the past. Holding on to the past. You may be trying to grow into the bold, confident self, into your bold, confident self. But then and a visible version of yourself. When you're trying to go into a bold, confident, visible version of yourself, but your subconscious mind is still attached to your old self. Your subconscious mind is still attached to your old self. Remember what I said? Your subconscious mind will always want to stay within the familiar. So if your subconscious mind is still attached to your old self, most times the efforts you're going to make to now begin to grow into the bold, confident version of yourself is going to sabotage it because that's not what it's used to. That's not what it's used to. It's used to, your subconscious mind is already used to that shy lady, that shy girl, that shy woman that cannot even talk boldly, that cannot stand up and talk in meetings, that cannot open up in rooms, that cannot even speak comfortably or confidently. That's what your subconscious mind is used to. So anything that makes your subconscious mind to start moving from this shy, non-confident lady or woman to becoming a bold, confident person is going to fight it because it's not used to it. It's going to definitely fight it because it's not used to it. So you must understand it. So he's already conversant with your old version, the old version of yourself. That shy one, the one that wants to stay small, the one that wants to remain invisible, the one that wants to shrink at every given point. That's what your subconscious mind is used to. So anything you're doing or anything you want to do to begin to now move away from that person to the bold, confident version of yourself, your subconscious mind is going to fight it. So when when your new actions are threatened, this is your old identity that is fighting it. Your subconscious mind creates inner resistance to pull you back to what feels familiar. So your subconscious mind tries to create inner resistance to pull you back to what any action, any step you try to take away from the familiar, it will always create a resistance that will pull you back to what you used to know, pull you back to the familiar because that is what your subconscious mind is used to. So most times it's not about am I doing the right thing, am I not doing the right thing. Most times it's just your subconscious mind that is playing a fast word on you. So those times you're telling yourself, this is not right though, the way it's going, the way my mind is just doing me, this thing is not right. It's not because it's not right most of the time. It's because your subconscious mind is just creating this inner resistance to pull you back towards familiar, to pull you back to what it's used to. So that's the way it works. So each time you're asking yourself or trying to doubt yourself, we've all had those moments when we try to doubt ourselves. When we try to ask ourselves, "This is it. Are you sure? Are you sure this is really it? The way it's going? Are you sure?" My mind is just telling me that all those things, they are just your subconscious mind trying to play a trick on you. Because there's one thing I always say is if God puts the idea in you, if you ever had the thought, or maybe you ever had that idea, it means that God put it in you. You didn't just, it wasn't a coincidence. That idea was not a coincidence. It means that God intentionally gave you that idea and expects you to run with it. So every other thing that is resisting you might just be your subconscious mind. Because for you to be able to now carry that idea out and carry it out well, it means that you're going to step out of your comfort zone. You're going to step out of that place where it seems familiar and now begin to step into the unfamiliar. And anything that makes you step into the unfamiliar, your subconscious mind will always build a resistance around it. It will always build a resistance to try to pull you back to what feels familiar. So most times you see yourself, you're trying to take step, you take the first step, take the second step, and then you also you now see yourself going back again because you feel this is not it. It's the resistance your subconscious mind has built that is not trying to pull you back to the familiar so that it will be comfortable and you too will be comfortable. And you know, nothing works in your comfort zone. Nothing works in your comfort zone. So you must understand the way this works. The next thing is negative emotional associations. Negative emotional association in the sense that somewhere your subconscious mind, there is if past attempts to grow, you've had past attempts to grow, and it maybe led to criticism. People start criticizing you, and when you took that step, it led to criticism. People start rejecting you. You start losing friends. Some people now say you're not proud. Some people now say she feels that. What does she feel like? And all those kind of stuff. So when you get that backlash or failure, maybe you started something and it failed, you start something and it failed, and then you don't know how to now go from there. But somewhere your subconscious mind, it has really started that you started something and it did not succeed. You started something and it failed. So your subconscious mind tags growth as pain. So your subconscious mind tags growth as pain. Anything that leads to growth, any attempt for you to grow, what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you is that, ha, you will soon go back to you know what happened to you the last time. You know how you failed. You know how you started it and it failed. You know how people criticized you. You know how everybody even ran away from you. And some people are even calling you proud. So you want to now start this thing again. You want to now start another business. You want to now do this one again. You want to now begin to take steps again to now grow. Your subconscious mind will always start anything that leads to growth. Any step you're thinking for growth, your subconscious mind will always stand it as pain because it has registered somewhere there that you once took steps and it cost you pain. You once started this business and it cost you pain. You once started this thing and it cost you pain. So what your subconscious mind is going to register is that every step for growth causes pain. So consciously, what you're going to do is that you try to avoid any action that resembles past painful experience, even if it could help you. So any action, if whether it's positive, whether it's going to help you or not, as long as it's looking like that thing I tried before that failed, as long as it's looking at like that step I took before that failed, your subconscious mind is going to fight it, because what it's going to register is danger, 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 danger. That's what it's going to be ringing in your head. Danger, don't go, don't go. It's about to cause you pain. Another pain is coming, another pain is that's what your subconscious mind will be registering. So once that thing keeps ringing in your head, you won't want to take both steps. You won't want to take the next step. You won't want to start another thing because it's done things before and it failed. Because you've done things before and it failed. So you wouldn't want to start any other thing again because your subconscious mind somewhere is going to tell you that it's going to lead to pain. Whether it's going to lead to pain or not, it has already been registered in your subconscious mind that it's going to lead to pain. So you must understand it. So it's not that that thing or maybe the next thing you're going to start will definitely fail. No, it's because somewhere your subconscious mind, it has already registered that this thing has been done before and you did not succeed in it. So therefore, if you try to venture in it again, you're going to fail again. So just that thought, you will not even want to try anything again. You will not even want to dare. You will not even want to take steps. Any step that leads to growth, you avoid it and avoid it because somewhere in your head is already registered that this will lead to pain. So it's better you totally avoid it. So that's one of the ways the subconscious mind can also sabotage your growth. The next one is culture and family conditioning. The home where you came from, the background where you were raised, did a lot of things, a lot of programming to your subconscious mind. So the background where you were raised, the things you were told while growing up, the things people said to you, the things your parents said to you, the way they spoke to you, and every other thing that happened while you were growing up did program your subconscious mind. It programmed it. So a lot of women grew up in homes and cultures or maybe religious settings where boldness is a taboo for a woman to be bold, where being ambitious is a curse for a woman to be ambitious. Like or maybe independent. They frowned at independence. And maybe if you now start behaving certain way, there are a lot of kids that right from when they are small, they try to show these independent traits. I have a daughter that is like that. She feels she can do everything for herself and by herself without any help. So there are a lot of kids like that. And most times, most what our parents did those days, they try to subdue that it's as though it's a threat for a woman to act that way. So most times they think, this is not woman like this is not how a woman should behave. This is not how a woman should act. So you try to shrink, you try to it's really registered in your subconscious mind that anything that makes you want to be independent is not right for you. Anything that wants you that wants that anything that will lead you to be independent as a woman is not good for you. So somewhere in our head or somewhere in your head, that thing has already been registered in your subconscious mind. So every effort you're going to make. So you see, well, those times they say you need to be independent. A woman needs to do something for herself. A woman needs to make her own money. A woman needs to. So all those things they are saying in your conscious mind, you want it. In your conscious mind, you want to have a level of finance for yourself. You want to have a level of money for yourself. You want to be independent, at least. You want to have a level of independence. Yes, in your subconscious mind, that's what you want. But then in your conscious mind is saying something totally different. And that different thing your subconscious mind is saying is going to sabotage your desire for growth, any form of growth. So even if consciously you now want to embrace growth, even if consciously you want to embrace growth, your subconscious mind might carry old messages Okay, sorry, I think our network went off. So sorry about that. I've been trying to connect it and I think we're on now. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, let me see your comments in the comment section. Let me be sure that I'm back on the live session. So we're talking about something. I say even if you consciously, even if consciously you now embrace growth, you want to now begin to grow, you now want to take your personal growth journey seriously, your subconscious mind might begin to now play old messages like, you're a good girl, good girls don't outshine others, good girls are not supposed to be independent, stay humble. If you do too much noise, people will think that you're proud. If you try to do too much, don't do too much, because if you try to do too much, people will think that you're proud, blah 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 blah, all those kind of things. And most times when you now try to now begin to now take steps, those things that your subconscious mind that has already been registered, those programmings in your subconscious mind will now begin to play out. And you now begin to ask yourself, it's true, are you sure? Are you sure if I do too much, won't they say I'm proud? If I talk too much, won't they say this girl, the way she talks, she's too proud? If I try to now come out there, come out boldly, come out confidently, because somewhere as you were growing up, they were telling you that you talk too much. This is not you. This is not how you're supposed to be doing. This is not how a woman behaves. A woman should not be. A woman should just calm down. A woman should mellow down. A woman should not do too much. And all those things, you think you're just hearing words. They are programming your subconscious mind. And now that you've now decided to now begin to take steps, take bold steps, and now grow intentionally, those things are going to be playing out in your subconscious mind. So those things can begin to now sabotage your desire for growth. So these messages, these things now that are playing in your subconscious mind, it can quietly restrict your growth actions. Every actions you want to take, every actions you want to now take for to now begin to grow into a better version of yourself. These thoughts can restrict it. These thoughts can restrict it. So you must understand that these are some of the ways. So most times it's not that you don't desire growth. I've met people, they really want to start taking steps. But until you deal with these old programming, until you deal with these programmings that your subconscious mind already has, you might not really take bold steps to start becoming a better version of yourself. You might not really take those steps to start becoming a better version of yourself. That's why we've created the Mind Shift Masterclass. I feel every woman needs to be part of that masterclass. I'm telling you the simple truth. Because these are some things that are really fought. Yes. These are some things that are really fought. And these are some things that really consciously, I suppose I have to consciously begin to reprogram my mind. And now this reprogramming was not done in my conscious mind, it was done in my subconscious mind. And I'm still reprogramming it. Yes, I'm still reprogramming it. And I feel every woman, I don't know how I'm going to get every woman to take that masterclass, that mind shift masterclass, because it's very important that you take that course. Is until you start naming the problem, you might not be able to solve it. Yeah. Until you start naming the problem, you might not be able to solve it. Are you get it? So even it's just like when you go to the doctor and you tell the doctor, I'm having symptoms of these, symptoms of malaria, I'm having symptoms, I think it's malaria, the kind of symptoms I'm having, I think it's malaria. You can be having symptoms that is not just malaria that will cause such symptoms. So the doctor now begins to prescribe drugs when he cannot identify exactly what you're suffering from. When he cannot begin put a name to the sickness or maybe to the symptom you say you're having. So that's why the doctor say, oh, you're gonna run tests. Let's know exactly what it is. So let's know what we are treating. Let's know what we are treating. Before we now start administering drugs, let's be sure of what we're treating. So this master class is actually going to help you identify what it is that is the problem inside. And then give you guidelines on how to now begin to reprogram your mind, because until you reprogram your mind for greatness, you might not be great. Until you program your mind for growth, you might not necessarily begin to take steps to grow. So there must first be a reprogramming. That's what this masterclass is about. There must first be a reprogramming. If you don't reprogram your mind, you can desire, you can wish, but you might not really begin to take both steps because there's something in you that there's a resistance already within you. It's not the external, it's not the external that is resisting you. The resistance is within you, and that's why it's more dangerous. If it's the external, you can do some certain things and begin to overcome it. But if it's within, you need to name it. You need to expose it. You need to call it out, and you need to name it and begin to treat it. If you cover the wound, it won't heal. You need to expose it to air for it to begin to heal. So that's the way it works. So you must understand it. So that's why if you're listening to me today, you need to okay, we're going to drop the link. We're going to drop the link for that masterclass. At the end of this video, we're going to drop the link. Every female should take that master class. It's free. It's totally free, and this is a one-time free. This is the only time it's going to be free. Yes, it's just going to be a one-time free session. So you might want to take advantage of that, because the next time it's going to pop up on your screen, it's going to be paid for. Yeah, it's going to be paid for. The next time it's going to pop up on your screen, it's going to be paid for. So you might want to take advantage of that, this one-time free masterclass, my shift masterclass section. It's going to help you a whole lot, so that you now begin to now know, address the problem. When you can identify the problem, call it a name. You can now begin to now know how to now begin to reprogram your mind for the where you're going to, and for it to now begin to align to the woman you want to become. So it's very important. It's very, very important. So I'm going to drop the link in the comment section at the end of this video. We're going to drop the link. So you're going to join with the link and invite or talk to other of your friends and get them to join with the link. It's going to help you a whole lot. We're going to be talking about how to reprogram your mind for greatness, how to shift from growth mindset, from fixed mindset to growth mindset. A lot of people want to grow, but yet they still have a fixed mindset. How do you want to grow with a fixed mindset? You need to start moving and know how you need to now move yourself from fixed mindset to growth mindset for you to now start taking steps to now grow. So all these things, we need to address it, because if you don't address it, it's going to sabotage every other thing you want to do and every other plan you have to become a better version of yourself. So yeah, we'll drop the link and then you join it. So I think that's where we're going to end it for today. So thank you very much once again for having me, and I'm glad that you got value from this section. So don't forget, it's going to be a one-time, the Mind Shift Masterclass is going to be a one-time free class, and I will encourage you to join in while you still can, because I have just few slots available. I have limited slots available, so it might interest you to join in as soon as you can. So thank you once again. Thank you very much, and see you again, same time, same station. Bye.